Even just closing your eyes and visualizing a strong performance before a game can put you in the right mindset when you step on the ice or the field or wherever your sport takes you. These tips are simple but effective, and they're exactly the kind of things that Joey and Owen and their teammates could benefit from during those long trips, especially out west. It's all about controlling what you can so you're ready to handle whatever comes next. Welcome to the Elite Athlete Podcast, the show that fuels your performance from the inside out. Whether you're chasing goals on the ice, field, or wherever your sport takes you, this podcast is your trusted playbook for optimizing energy, recovery, and long-term results. I'm your host, Dr. Nicole Tatro, a former collegiate athlete, athletic health coach, and mom to high-level athletes who've poured countless hours into achieving their dreams. I've lived this journey, and I'm still living it now, helping my kids and athletes just like you unlock their potential through smarter fueling, recovery strategies, and injury prevention. If you're ready to perform at your peak, feel unstoppable energy, and build a body that serves you for years to come, you are in the right place. Let's get started. Well, hey there. Welcome back to the Elite Athlete Podcast. I'm Dr. Nicole Tatro, and today I want to tackle a challenge that every high-level athlete and their parents can relate to. At least I think so anyway. How to stay strong, focused, and recovered while navigating the demands of travel. This idea actually came up during my interview with Joey Ziska and from conversations with my son Owen Tatro about the long bus rides and challenges they face on the road, especially out west. Those games are so spread apart. I think their shortest travel is a 3 or 4 hour bus ride, which is when we were in the Boston area traveling. I mean, that was our longest, was to travel from home to the Boston area, like 3 hours. So it's just wild how far these boys are traveling to just get to a regular game. But these stories reminded me just how tough it is for athletes to stay at their peak while constantly on the move. Between late nights, fast food stops, and endless hours sitting on a bus, travel can feel like a grind. If you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. Poor travel habits can lead to fatigue, inconsistent performance, increased injury risk, and the mental toll of being away from home. But here's the good news. You can thrive on the road with a little preparation and the right strategies. Today, I'll share simple, actionable tips to help athletes stay on the top of their game, even with a hectic travel schedule. Let me start with one of the biggest challenges: nutrition. Long bus rides and limited food options make it tempting to grab whatever's quick and easy, but that often means greasy fast food or snacks that leave you crashing later on. One of the best ways to combat this is to pack your own fuel. Protein bars, mixed nuts, dried fruit, jerky, and pre-made wraps are all great options. Now, I know some of those things are processed, right? But we have to pick what's best for us at any given time. But one of the best, most underrated travel snacks, I think, hard-boiled eggs. I know, eggs might not seem like the most convenient travel food, but hear me out. They're packed with high-quality protein, essential amino acids, and healthy fats to help you with muscle recovery and sustain energy. They also contain choline, which supports brain function, something every athlete needs when competing at high levels. Plus, they're easy to digest and won't spike your blood sugar like some of the high-carb, high-processed snacks that you find when you're on the road. Obviously, if you don't do well with eggs, then that wouldn't be your choice. But most people are okay with eggs. So just keep in mind your own food sensitivities. Obviously, whenever I give you these suggestions, you got to think and be an advocate for yourself as well. Not everyone can process dairy. Not everyone can handle eggs. So obviously keep that in mind. I'm just going to give you the best advice that I can at that given time as well. So if you keep them in a small cooler or an insulated lunch bag with an ice pack, they'll stay fresh for hours. You can even peel them ahead of time for quicker access. Sprinkle on a little salt for extra electrolytes, and you'll have a simple, powerful snack to fuel your performance whenever you are ready to have some fuel. Of course, I get it. Sometimes fast food is unavoidable. In those cases, you can still make better choices. Maybe you look for the grilled chicken sandwiches instead of the fried one. Opt for salads and ask for the dressing on the side. Or you try to get a protein style burger and maybe you skip all the bun and all the extra sauces. Pair your meal with water instead of sugary drinks to keep your hydration in check. So speaking of hydration, I talk about this a lot. Let's talk about how critical it is, especially on these long trips. Dehydration can sneak up on you and impact everything from your energy to your recovery. Long bus rides with dry air and limited movement can make it even worse. Make sure you're bringing your water bottle and have that with you at all times, and you want to sip consistently. Adding electrolytes to your water is a great way to maintain energy, prevent cramps, and keep your focus sharp. Just be mindful of what you're using. Many sports drinks and electrolyte powders are loaded with artificial ingredients and unnecessary sugar. Look for clean options that provide essential minerals like magnesium, sodium, potassium. You don't want the junk. So speaking of which, I've actually, if you haven't listened to me before, I've been exploring lots of just great mineral and electrolyte products that can make a huge difference in recovery and performance. I work with high-grade professional quality supplement companies that only medical providers actually have access to. Well, most of them. And I'm wondering if you're looking for something better than what you'll find in the stores, you can reach out to me. Better yet, actually book a game plan session so you can figure out exactly what you would work best for you. And I can give you some examples and even set you up with getting them shipped directly to you to make the process even simpler. So just reach out. Grab that game plan session. You can go to the-eliteathlete.com/game-plan-session. That's a mouthful sometimes. Next up, let's talk about mobility and stretching. Long hours on a bus can leave you stiff and sluggish, which is the last thing you want before a big game. Sitting for too long can also affect blood flow, leading to tight muscles and sluggish movement when you finally do get off that bus. To stay loose, build in some quick stretches during your stops. Lunges, calf stretches, or even a brief dynamic warm-up can make a huge difference. Let those people talk when the bus stops and you're at like some sort of rest stop or maybe even the convenience store. Put your whole team and do your whole warm-up. That would be funny, but very practical for you. If you have the space, you can grab a foam roller or a lacrosse ball and you can help work out tight muscles yourself. If the bus isn't packed, standing up and walking the aisle when it's safe to do so can improve circulation and prevent stiffness. So let's talk about sleep. This is one of the hardest things to manage on the road, but there are ways to make it easier. A poor night's sleep can affect reaction time, decision-making, and overall performance, so it's not something to overlook. Pack an eye mask. I know it probably won't be popular, but maybe I should get a branded one and then I can get it to you guys and you can start a trend. But have an eye mask, earplugs, noise-canceling headphones to block out any distractions, a neck pillow, the ones that you bring on an airplane. You can do that on the bus as well. It can help you get more comfortable for naps or longer rests. And if travel schedules disrupt overnight sleep, short naps during the day can help you recharge. Just try to keep them under 30 minutes to avoid grogginess and really messing up like your circadian rhythm. The goal is to get as much quality rest as possible, even if it means using downtime during travel to catch up. It's not perfect, it's not always ideal, but you do the best that you can with what you're given. Finally, let's talk about mental recovery. Travel can be mentally draining, especially when you're juggling the pressure to perform and being away from home. Use downtime to reset your mind. Listen to a podcast, an audiobook, or calming music. And I know it might seem crazy to try this, but mindfulness exercises or breathing techniques during quiet moments on the bus can do wonders for managing stress and staying focused. Even just closing your eyes and visualizing a strong performance before a game can put you in the right mindset when you step on the ice or the field or wherever your sport takes you. These tips are simple but effective, and they're exactly the kind of things that Joey and Owen and their teammates could benefit from during those long trips, especially out west. It's all about controlling what you can so you're ready to handle whatever comes next. And for those not ready to dive into a full program, I actually put together starter kits for athletes. Whether you're looking to boost your immune system, improve energy and performance, or reduce stress, these 30-day kits are designed to support your journey. Learn more and grab yours at the-eliteathlete.com/starter kits. Before I wrap up, I also wanted to share something super exciting with you. I've started a brand new podcast. I'm still going to do this one. but I have a brand new podcast called Just Breathe. This one is focused on helping women, especially high-achieving women who do it all, achieve balance and restore their health while navigating everything life throws their way. It's still brand new, so please be patient as I roll out episodes. I'd love for you to check it out on your favorite podcast listening platform, as well as this one. Thank you for joining me today. As always, keep fueling your body, prioritizing recovery, and staying committed to your internal stats. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Thank you for tuning in to the Elite Athlete Podcast. I hope today's episode gave you valuable tools to fuel smarter, recover faster, and dominate your sport on the field, the court, the ice, or wherever your journey takes you. If you loved this episode, I'd be super grateful if you could follow the show, rate it, and leave a review. Your support helps us reach more athletes and parents who are ready to take their performance to the next level. Want even more tools to optimize your game? Subscribe to my free Inside Edge newsletter at www.the-eliteathlete.com/newsletters/inside-edge for actionable tips every single week. And if you're ready for a personalized game plan made just for you and your goals, don't wait. Book your game plan session today at www.the-eliteathlete.com/game-plan-session. Let's create the blueprint to help you thrive in sport and in life. Thanks again for listening. Keep fueling smarter, recovering stronger, and dominating with purpose. I'll see you next time.